Hello everyone, it's Andrew from GemTCG here, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about how I am able to make a profit on every single listing that I make and every order that I do on eBay. So in order to make a profit, there's multiple factors that go into it, which is number one is the pricing of your items, and then what you pay for your items, your shipping supplies, fees, and promotion fees on eBay. So I will break down all of these and how to get them as low as possible in this video. Also, if you need more help, I do have a Patreon with the link in the description of this video, but let's get started. So first is the sourcing of the inventory. I typically buy and sell bulk cards as well as higher end singles, like in the $5 to $20 range. So with bulk cards, you want to pay competitive pricing. So look at what other people are paying on Facebook groups and try to match that, or even maybe go lower if you can. And you're going to want to pay as little to like 1 to 3 cents per card if you're buying bulk, depending on the rarity, or even like 25 cents for an ultra rare, 50 cents, something like that, so that you can sell it for a profit. And I just posted a video recently where I talk about how to find bulk deals, so you can check that out on my channel. And later on in this video, I will show how to factor in all of the costs together to calculate if you will be profitable. So stick around for that. Number two is the shipping supplies. And in order to get shipping supplies for the cheapest price, you have to look at eBay or Amazon or anyone that sells it in bulk and just look for the biggest lot that you could afford or store at your place. I typically buy things in lots of 1,000 packages. So I'll buy like 1,000 8x4 bubble mailers, 1,000 envelopes, sleeves, card savers and top loaders, all of that stuff, just so you have as much as possible. You don't have to worry about reordering it too often. And the more you buy, the cheaper it is per unit. So when I buy it, it's around like, I would say 8 to 10 cents per package for a bubble mailer. But if you were to buy like 100 at a time or 50 at a time, it would be like 50 cents per package, which is 5 times the price. Is pretty expensive. So you're going to want to cut costs as much as possible on those miscellaneous items like shipping and supplies. And number three is the pricing of your item. Now, if you want to sell items fast, of course, you're gonna have to sell cheaper. But if you want to make a larger profit, you'll have to list it near market price, but above market price so that you could profit all the time. For my example, I was selling stuff at market price or below market price, and the sales were so frequent that I didn't have enough time to fulfill my orders in time. And it just ate up a lot of my day. So I didn't have time for school or work or anything. So in order to combat that, I had to increase my prices, which ended up making me a lot more profitable while also still having a lot of orders. So it's pretty simple. To make more profit, you're going to want to increase your prices while keeping your inventory costs down. That's the two biggest things. And another thing to get a higher profit on your items is to try to prioritize multiple item sales. For example, if you sell one card, you're paying shipping on one single card, and you may or may not break even. You might lose a little bit depending on how low you charged. But if someone buys 5 cards, you're still spending one shipping price, but you're selling 5 cards at a time. So instead of paying shipping on 5 different cards 5 different times, you'll pay for it once and you'll make a lot more profit. And that's the method that actually makes me the most sales, is just getting a lot of big orders rather than single card orders. And to prioritize this and get a lot of people to buy multiple cards from you, you will want to have a large variety of inventory, as well as a lot of cards from specific sets. So let's say Surging Sparks came out and you want to sell a bunch of those cards. You're going to want to have as many of the cards of the set as possible on your store, so that if someone is completing their collection or set, they can just buy it all from your store rather than having to search around and look through different sellers and get one card from you and another card from someone else. Whereas if they buy it all from you, one, you make more profit, you sell more items, and you just continue that process, and it'll be very helpful for your store. So having a lot of items, like a large variety of items, will enable you to sell a lot more bigger orders and make more profit on your items. And speaking of promoting and having these like bulk sales, you will want to run promos and coupons on your eBay store. And I know like it's already enough paying 13% in fees, and then you have to pay more for promoting your item, but it is necessary to make a lot of sales. And if it wasn't, I wouldn't recommend it, but unfortunately it is. I typically promote my items by 5%, like a generic 5% on every item. And I've seen it to work pretty well for me. I used to do 10%, but I realized like losing an extra 10% plus 13% is too much, and I'd rather just not promote that high. And then on top of that, I do run a coupon on all of my items as well. So if someone buys 4 cards, I give them an extra 10% discount with a limit of $10. So if they buy, let's say 4 cards that are $5 each, they'll save $2. But I'm also saving on that shipping. Instead of having to pay shipping on 4 different orders, I can just pay shipping on 1 order. So at the end of the day, I am still making profit and not losing out much because of the coupon and the fees. So trying to get people to buy multiple cards from you helps make you very profitable. So now that we have all this information on how to be profitable with all of your orders, let me show you how to actually calculate the amount of profit you will make from each order with this one tool. And I will link it in the bio as well. So the website is ebayfeescalculator.com, and basically you just go on there and you can enter in the price that you're selling the item for. So let's say I'm selling it for $10. Shipping charge, I recommend doing free shipping because it gets people it promotes your listings more, I think, on eBay, and more people like paying for free shipping or buying orders that are free shipping rather than having to spend money on shipping. So if you don't want to lose money on shipping, I would say just factor it into your item price rather than charging that amount. And then next, you calculate the item cost. So let's say if I'm selling a card for $10, I will typically have bought it for like $4. So let's say that it's 4. And then eBay standard envelope is 63 cents. So type that in. Number of orders 1. I am a premium eBay store, but if you are a different one, you can just select from this option. I'm also a top rated seller, but if you're above standard or below standard, put that in. And then I promote with 5% ad rate. So it calculates it right away, and the eBay fee is $1.91, and I will profit $3.46, which is pretty good considering I only spent $4 on the card. And so that's a $10 card, so it's pretty easy to be profitable on that. But let's say you bought a card that's bulk and you don't want to, and the shipping is 60 cents and the fee automatic is like a 30-cent transaction fee, and then you have the 13%. So you're going to want to charge a minimum value for all of your items, which in my store I do $2.50. So if you break that down, $2.50, let's say the card cost me 10 cents, I'm still making $1 profit. So as long as you sell something for, you could even do $2. I just do $2.50 because I like that $1 profit mark. So no matter what, anything I sell, I'm making at least $1 after shipping it. But you can always go lower. Let's see, if you do $2, your profit would be 65 cents. So if you have a lot of time and you're trying to build your feedback and build your store sales, then I'd go lower than $2.50. But if you have already a decently established store, then you could do $2.50, maybe even $3. And let's just see, like, if someone were to buy 1 card, I'm profiting $1. But let's say someone bought 2 cards, that would be $5. The item cost would double, so it would be 20 cents. But my shipping cost stays the same. So instead of making $1 profit, I make $3 profit. So as you can see, my profit tripled while only selling 1 more card, which is why being able to get multiple card sales is very important to your store in order to make profit. And when you get to the 10 card or 20 card range in orders, then your profits will be huge, because if it's only $3 on $2, if it's only $3 on a 2 order card, imagine what it is on a 20 order card. So yeah, to sum this up, basically you're going to want to price your items so that you are profiting on every single order. Even if 1 card sells, because the worst thing to do is list an item, make the sale, ship it, and you're losing money on it. So you're basically working to lose money. And I know, like, if you lose money on a one order sale, you can profit on if someone buys 2 cards. But it's very common to get 1 card sales, so I would not recommend doing that method, because like in my store, I get around 20 orders a day of just 1 card sales. So if I'm losing money on 20 orders per day, that can add up pretty quick, and it also takes up a lot of time. So I would not recommend doing that unless you're, 1, trying to build your feedback, or 2, you don't get much sales and you're just trying to kind of like learn how to ship and package and all of that. So that's the end of this video. I hope you found it helpful. And if you have more questions, you could always join my Patreon and ask me anything to help with your store. And if you have any thoughts, just comment down below. I'd be happy to hear them out. And thank you all. Bye.